I wanted to obviously talk a little bit about, you're the founder and director of Grupo LX, and tell me a little bit about the core business. Obviously, you mentioned like some of the things that you're working on like earlier, and just talk a little bit about, the core business for Grupo LX, and I guess the development of the company, or how everything happened in that sense.
So once I start to work with Neymar right after he moves to Barcelona, I realized that most of the players, most of the pro athletes, they are kind of lost in the digital world,
Right.
So I start to understand how could I work with this, huge universe. And I start to study, to implement new formats, best practices, and try to understand the difference between everyone. Because the thing with Neymar went on in 2010. We are speaking in 2010.
Right.
In 2014, the World Cup in Brazil, even the big brands like Nike, Adidas, Puma, they were kind of lost in the digital way. They are doing their jobs, but it was like an amateur yet if we do a comparison with the days today.
Right.
And I was looking for that and say, hey, that is a huge opportunity there. There is a business here. And
for sure.
Let me try to understand and dig a bit more and see what I can do. So I went to Europe. I'm always drive to innovation. I stayed for a month in France, England, and Spain, having meetings with the leagues, with the agents, with players, trying to understand what they need. What are you guys are looking for on the digital world?
Right.
What are your needs? What do you want to achieve? What is your goal?
Yeah.
And I have also some conversations with sponsors. And I remember at that time, at the end of 2014, everyone was like, hey, I want to grow my numbers. I want to start to make revenue, and I want to make my social media profession. And I say, okay, I think we have a point here. So in 2015, I decided to open the LX group with the objective to acquire the rights of the players on the social media rights of the players, to create content in order to make them professional also on the digital, and do business intermediation with brands worldwide, and also attract business opportunities from Europe and United States to Brazil, and to offer to brands, to global brands, the opportunity to promote their services and products under the influence and the endorsement deals of the players, only for the digital. I was not looking for the offline properties, only the online properties. And that went pretty well. I started to work with Marcelo. I worked with Willian from Chelsea for like 4 years. I did stuff with Neymar, David Luiz. I worked for brands as Visa, Gatorade, Puma, ASICS, most of the sports brands, the major sports brands.
Right.
And I realized that my duty was not to do the business intermediation, but to create the best content, for my clients.
Right.
Because content was the key. Because the best content produced the best engagement. I have the best engagement rates. I have most of the people on social media talking to me. I have the power to I have the power to get the data. And now with the data, I have more leverage over the brands to negotiate the audience for my social media platform. And once I understood that 1 million followers, 2 million followers, 10 million followers produce more media and more audience that are open channels in the world, I said, hey, why should a brand does like 1 million, 2 million contract for endorsement deals, image rights, if they can use that for media on social media. So I develop a business model where brands and anyone could start to buy media on social media platforms over the world using the endorsement of the pro athletes.
Right.
And so that's basically how things become like a big wave on social media.
Yeah, that makes
sense. And that's how the LXs start, you know.
makes a lot of sense. I want to like go a little bit deeper into the social media rights, because I think people just need to know